Hey Swift, good morning. No pick chance, no pick force here. I need those two. Hey, hiding in a cave. Hello. Let's lock the shockwave size for now. Just doing a quick respec. How are you? Tournament again today. I hope the bracket today is more lenient, man. Last tournament was so bad. It's brutal. Let's keep it at 500. Let's do the enhancements here first. Maybe 2.0. I think I'm using project funding. Oh, I can get to 1.39. Huh. Hang on, let me put coin into the other stuff first. Bring it to 1.38. Yeah, okay, I can't get to 1.39. Wanted to drive home to my relaxing voice, Swift. Oh. I hope I don't put you to sleep. Got your last project funding to get it to Ancestral. Nice, nice. Big damage. So I saw the battle conditions for this tournament. There is Orb Resistance, so I think 1.4 for Orbs should be enough. And let's get my damage enhancements up a little bit. I think it would be nice to have a bit more attack speed than usual because my attack speed is low. So let's set up all the range and everything first. Am I going for endless strat, Swift? No, first I need to know how that endless strat works. I don't know how it works, so can't do it even if I wanted to. You've seen screenshots of the endless strat? Hey Maxwell, how are you? No, let's not do it. Let's play the game the way it's meant to be played. They're going to hotfix the game. Oh, Clouded, hello, good morning. Let's do 1.4. Okay, so I get to 2.5 for my enhancements, 1.4 for attack speed. All of this, well, I guess I can get like some levels into free upgrades so that my upgrades get a bit faster. I can't really do much with 1Q. Maybe I'll bring my range up to, I think 82 meters last tournament was good for quite a while. So let's start off at 82 meters for range. Something is wrong. Tournament setup, yeah. Ah, shit. Okay, so now I've got too much range. I need to respec again. Damn it. Hey Nu, how are you? You just watched the video with Spartan Tex and I, and we have awesome chemistry. Oh, that's nice. I feel accepted. A long time no see, Tex. Apparently we have great chemistry with Spartan. Oh, yes, let me... I need to text Jay, please. He wants to try some embedding feature for the stream on his tower, on his Discord channel. So just needed to let him know that. What am I doing? Oh yes, okay. So I need knockback force. We need knockback chance. Orb speeds, orbs. We are going to keep shockwave size. Well, I mean, I'm doing project funding. I can just max it out. Death Defy is, yeah, maxed. It's so confusing. I keep respecking nowadays, and then I keep forgetting what I need to do. Bonzo is live streaming. Is he doing a legend stream or a champion stream? Zevin, I'm not wearing a watch at the moment. And hello, good morning. Bracelet? No, I'm not wearing any watch or bracelet at the moment, Seven. Let's get it to 1.4. He's getting ready to do his run. Well, if it's legends, then I don't think we would clash much with each other, because he will probably end off a lot quicker. I can hear it scraping when you're moving your mouse. Oh, Zevin, so it's not the watch that is scraping, it's just that I don't use a mouse pad. So the sound that you hear is my mouse rubbing on my wooden table. This is 2.0. And we get this maxed. So I've got 2.96. Okay, so this should be enough. That's my heavy breathing. Hi Study Mage, good morning, how are you? Let's claim out the rewards first. 20 fast enemies. Oh guys, you know what? I've got the free rerolls, so I can literally just change whatever I want over here for free, and it's always going to be core modules because I set it at core. It's so nice. It's the best. Big sacrifices for stones. Yeah, it is, man. Let me show you guys the tournaments, the previous tournaments. Okay, so let's see. I started doing live streaming like I think it was around this period, right? Like 4th of June or something like that. That's when I came back from my trip. So you can see, like, before that, my tournament rankings was actually pretty good because I started a bit later in the day. And then ever since we started the live streams, oh, check it out, guys. Over here, it's not so bad, but look at the recent few weeks. Look at this. Third place, second place, fourth place, fifth place, fourth place, first place, fifth place. Wait, is it very noisy, the sound? Hang on, let me try to see if I can find a mouse pad. 1 second, just for you, Zevin. Okay, I'm back. I took the mouse pad out of the room. So you can't hear it anymore now? Zevin. Did you manage to get your stones, by the way? Guys, Zevin was shot by like 51 stones for GT13. What a noob. So these are the stats for today. I should probably set up my damage. And yeah, I'll talk you guys through the build that... Ooh, what is this? Stuns and... Oh, that's easy. You have to wait until the 20. Okay. So for today's battle conditions, right? We have Orb Resistance and Thorns Resistance. So typically I would put, after ELS, I would put my coins into getting larger orbs. But since that's Orb Resistance, I think we can kind of, you know, ignore orbs size too much today. So I'm keeping my orbs at 1.4. Thorns Resistance, we don't care. This thing we don't really care as well. But what I can take away from this is because my Poison Swamp is at... let me show you my Poison Swamp. So my Poison Swamp is currently at, I think, 85 seconds duration. Where is it? Yeah, 85 seconds duration. It's going to be 75 seconds duration with 40 seconds cooldown when I equip my Multiverse Nexus. So I would just about have 2 permanent swamps. Whereas if I don't have that battle condition, then I get a bit of a third Poison Swamp. So I think controls are going to be a bit weaker than usual today. And coupled with fast ultimate, it's going to be a little bit more crucial that I kill the enemies quicker. Especially fast and ranged enemies. So my plan is to just start off with, let's say, 82 meters of attack range, and later on in the run, so at the start I think it should be fine. I should have, with large enough shockwave, I should be pushing the enemies out repeatedly to get stunned by my Poison Swamps. But later on, when the bosses just, you know, crash into my wall and so on, I might increase my range a little bit. So that's the strategy that I'm dealing with. So I funneled all the coins away from all of this EHP related stuff. It's entirely into ELS. I've also gotten a bit more attack speed to help juggle with the ranged and fast enemies. And pumped a little bit more into damage. So I think we should be able to get started. Hopefully today's bracket is not too bad. Hopefully everyone is sick of doing the infinite strategies. Hopefully it's not too difficult. We use death penalty as usual. And ACP. And ooh, actually, you know what? Since we are trying hard, we might as well try a little bit harder. Let's restore the level for this. Let's upgrade this to the point where we get 161 unlocked. I'm regretting this already. Oh, this is painful. And I don't really need the free defense upgrade, so I've got 241 extra queue of coins to play with. That looks nice. Can I de-level my ACP? No, because I need the shockwave size. Text, I just saw that. Yeah, so I got like hit with so many copyright strikes from the previous from the previous tournament. It's not even funny. So you know, I decided I'm just going to ignore the music completely. You guys are going to listen in silence with me. So now we have a bit more coins to play with. What can I put the coins into? Well, I've got 55 attack speed, so that's enough, I think. Let's get some extra into health level skips first. And I guess I can get more into free upgrades so that my level skip maxes quicker. And then I just put everything into level skips here. So I've got 53 Q remaining. Then this goes into damage per meter and 24 Q remaining. What can I do with 24 Q? I can't do anything with 24 Q. I guess a bit of landmine damage? No. One X. Well, maybe the rest just into cash bonus, since it's project funding. Yeah, okay. Okay, this looks good. Hey Kristen, how are you? Respec and do more ELS. I can't get more ELS, Kristen. EOS Plus is at 1.38 today. Okay, you know what? I actually want to test this out. So I had the ability to get my ELS to 1.39, but that would require me to only have like one big Q for everything in defense and attack enhancements. So let's do one run with 1.38 and one run with 1.39, and we can see what's the difference going to be in the wave count. And yeah, 10:20. I think this seems like a good time. Let's get started with the tournament. What is Kristen talking about? Going to report me for something? Yeah, Kristen, fund my stone pack. Come on. You're not buying stone packs for yourself. Don't be cheap. Stop being so cheap, Kristen. You make people in Norway look bad, you know. But anyway, hello to everyone. Sorry, I was a bit preoccupied with the respec earlier. Today's tournament should be a fast one. That's fast ultimate. Check out the size of my amplify board. It's so big, so nice. Do I use those circle water bottles? No, tags. I'm not fancy like that. I just use one that I got from the supermarket. I don't think it has a brand. we're done with the level skips. That's 65.5%. Kristen, I'm catching up. You are what, 70? Catching up. Right. Kristen's gone. All right. Good night. Oh, I get this. Okay. Ooh, buttons to click. I can't wait for this 5% coin relic, guys. Only 70% for Thorns. 70% level skip is really good. Even with the max heat, I think you're still like skipping half the waves or something. 40% of the waves maybe. Oh, and let's check out the bracket, you know, get the heartache out of the way first. Let's see. Not too bad. Looking good so far. Okay. Talaja. Alright, let's check the previous tournaments. How did Talaja do? I think maybe I might beat Talaja. It seems to be around 480. This is not bad. Oh, I see a rhino. Okay. So the rhino is 45 then. White Shadow. I think I might lose to White Shadow. It looks like he's got more relics than I do. Maybe not. I don't know. It says that he was in... Wait, maybe it's a different guy. Oh, okay, so White Shadow is in top 150. Oh no, so it is okay. I think I might beat him. Hey, this is JP's brother. Ray, okay, maybe I might lose to Ray. Let's see. Ray, I might beat him. Okay, guys, so I think we actually have a good shot to be doing well in this tournament. So it seems like we have a pretty decent bracket. At worst, I'm going to be in third place, but based on what I can see from the last tournament results, the other two are slightly below me in terms of their overall ranking. So I might be able to secure first place this tournament. Haha, Kristen. Check it out. No need for infinite strategy. No need ELS. So I reckon we are good for this tournament. At least it's not going to be a 5th or 6th place. Oh, well, you know, that's it. Maybe those people suddenly run the infinite strategy or something, and then, yeah. How is everyone today, by the way? Oh, and it is the 9th of August, which is the National Day in Singapore today. So I wonder how old my home country turns today. Oh, so it's the 60th year. 60th year since independence from Malaysia. Well, it should be a pretty big celebration back home today. You teach them the secret stuff to get me demoted. Why waste your time, Kristen? 7. What's your level skip at 7? 50%? But when you get GT 13, I'm sure you can get like 4 or 5 levels into it easily. Oh yes, and I think orbs. I've just put the orbs outside, so when I juggle the enemies, they hit the enemies. 56.75. Yeah, so those few levels are not too bad. I think the hard cap that I faced was at 62% when I was at GT 12, GT 11. Well, not hard cap, the soft cap that I encountered. Oh yes, and I need to set the target priority. I forgot about that. So ranged enemies go on top, since that's range at ultimate. And then there is fast ultimate, but I guess closest would be where it's at. So I'll put fast, no, spotlight in below. Range closest, fast, and then bosses. I think this would be okay. Everything else should be not really too dangerous. Let's check out the stats. Oh, I'm at 372 for crit factor now. Nice. I go box my crit factor lab, guys, just last night. Damage has 2 levels to go, and then attack speed has like 18 or 19 levels to go. I think I can get in another ERS plus tomorrow, and GT 13 I should be able to get another one shortly after. Nice. Yeah, ERS really makes such a big difference, Evan. Like the extra levels, the extra 2% that I got in my ELS has gotten me about an average of 250 waves in farming. So I guess like 1% per 100-ish waves, something like that. And especially for tournaments, with battle conditions like fast ultimate, you basically die when you can't kill the bosses. So the earlier or the faster I can max out ELS, the better it is. Or the higher my ELS is, the better it is, because it takes longer for the enemy health to reach a point where I can't kill them. Yes, Evan, I think tier 14 to tier 15, there's actually not very much difference in terms of difficulty. If it's been a while, but I think when I got to about 6,000-ish waves in tier 14, Greenie mentioned that I can probably try to farm tier 15. When I first switched over, it wasn't it was better cells but less coin per hour. So then I went back to tier 14 to 7,000 waves before I switched back to tier 15. But it doesn't take very long. Like once your economy is there, it's the wave count just goes up very quickly. Yeah, I think it's 7,000. Let's see. So coin has been going up very nicely. From about 1 month ago, that's when I did the tier 18 milestone, I was at 5Q. Now it's 15Q. Tier 14, yeah, 7.2k. Tier 16, I'm typically getting about 105 to 110Q each run now. It's around 4 hours and 10 minutes. So I think that puts me around 600-ish Q a day. I'm pretty happy with it. Take my 100 Q per hour and watch in peace. I'll catch up to you, Christian, soon. So, well, maybe I wouldn't fully catch up, but we will converge to almost identical stats. Yes, Evan, ever since I got the so from the 20th of July last month, that's when I got GT13. Between then and now, it's just been so nice, the econ gains. And I'm really liking it because this is an incremental game at the end of the day, and if I just couldn't afford any upgrades with my econ, it would feel really, really slow and really boring to play this game. But now every day I can sort of get a click here or a click there. Like since GT14 happened, my free upgrade plus has gone up from 1.4 to 1.45 now. Seven. You will stop wailing in this game, Seven. You're giving Futs a reason to monetize this game even more. Stop it, stop it. Stay forever below me. You know, I reckon the way to make progress in this game is to give people bad advice. And then hope that the game design is bad so people at the top leave the game. And then my ranking will go up. Study, how long would it take a free-to-play to get all ultimate weapons without tournaments? You wouldn't be able to afford all ultimate weapons without tournaments, because that's where you get your stones from. Hey Doug, good morning. Oh, why was he crying on Discord? Well, actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Let's see. So I think based on last tournament, right? I got 2618 waves. Around the 2500 region, that was when I was struggling to kill bosses. So I think with a bit more damage today, and you know, with a bit of luck, like a couple of death defies and stuff, I should be able to get slightly above 2618. I'm thinking 2650. What killed me last tournament was just the ranged enemies were shooting me. So maybe around the 20, just when we hit around 2500, I'm probably going to toggle my black hole off. You know what, actually let's do it now so I don't forget. Let's toggle black hole off, and we're just going to try to juggle ranged and fast enemies. Bosses, you know, you can't really do much about it. Just hope that my poison swarm ultimate crits them and stuff. Study, we do get them from our daily missions, do we? Oh well, then you know, I don't know what, 10 years or something before you afford enough stones. The daily missions probably don't give very much. And yeah, Kristen, I can't wait for tier 19 to 21 as well. If anything, just for the milestone rewards. And oh yes, Doug, you make a very important observation. Please like the stream, guys. 6 likes, 22 viewers. Not good enough. Pump up those rookie numbers, guys. Man, Kristen is like, go to bed, Kristen. I thought you said you were going to sleep. Why are you here trolling? Why are you here being mean? Horrible person. Study. Oh, from events as well. Do we get stones from events? Why do we get stones from events? You mean these things? No, don't buy these things. Don't buy these things. Just focus on your bots, man. Those things are not worth it. Stones from the event shop, stones from the... Yeah, I don't know, Study. This is a question that is not... It's not on my mind because... Well, my account has not been free to play for a very, very long time. take screenshots of it and show me? What are you guys talking about? Hang on. Watching your stream and my only tower account. Yeah. Enjoy, Zevin. Enjoy. Like, I did a pedicure just for that video, you know. Unfortunately, All Clouded's never going to see it. Oh god. You know, the other day I was out of the blue in JPlay's Discord, people were tagging me for random stuff. I have no idea. Like, I don't participate in the general chat. And suddenly people were tagging me in random stuff. One of it being All Clouded, and his he was mentioning something about only fit pictures or something like that. It was worth it, Kristen. You need to get your priorities straight, my friend. The stuff that you think has value in life obviously needs a bit of a, you know, an audit. Oh, and we have 27 people. Hello. Hello to those who just arrived. Skylar, hello. Skylar, I got a good bracket today. I think I might, between first to third places is in the cards today. What? Kristen, your left hand does not have any eyes. Don't worry about it. I mean, your left hand can identify as your girlfriend, but you know, it isn't going to see anything. Thanks, Study. Thanks for dropping by. Good luck with your tournament too. So far so good. So 2600 waves, that means nuke happens at 2000, and let's be safe, demon mode happens at 1950. I think that would be fine. Kakita, hello, good morning. How are you? Yeah, so Zevon and Kristen have been here trying to get me banned from YouTube. They're chasing people away. I'm so glad that we are not in a voice call, man. If we're in a voice call, this is it, guys. All of those videos, which took me so much time to make, are going to be delisted because I'm going to get banned from this from this platform. Voice call equals to Joe. What is this, Monopoly? What are you talking about, Zevin? Skylar, I got 1.45 for my free upgrade mastery. No, free upgrade plus now. And coins at 1.8. How about you? How was your progress this past few days? Kakita, just started a new farm run while I wait to figure out if putting in a creator code when I bought stuff on the store bought something. Bought it 2 days ago and still haven't received the purchase. Oh, you got to send the developers an email. I think there's like support at Tech Tree Games or something. Sometimes they just mess up. But you send them something within once they receive it, they would just credit the stones and all into your inbox. Yep. 1.4 free ups, 1.81 coin. Okay. Well, that's not good, so I need to respec later and get 1.81 coin. Because 1.4 to 1.45, the free ups doesn't seem to be generating me much more coin. Like it's 1 Q per hour, something like that. Christian, please use both hands to type. I know you value your girlfriend a lot, but come on. Coim? What's coim? Yeah, don't rely on the chatbot, Kakita. just send them an email. Hey, you flying? How are you? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I doubt there would be anything insightful from the live stream content of today, though. It's just to hang out with you guys. But I am looking forward to making. So a while back, before V27 happened, I did like a predictions video for version 27. I'm really for version 26, sorry, and I'm really looking forward to doing another of those videos for V27. So the battle conditions, Skylar: Orb Resistance, Thorns Resistance, battle condition for ultimate weapons, and fast ultimate, ranged ultimate. It's not too bad, I think. It's not too bad. Fast and range are my least favorite ultimate. Are my least favorite battle conditions, but at least it's affecting everyone equally, so not too bad. Let's have an enhancement plus. Enhancement plus? What do you mean? Enhancement plus? I'm really hoping that, like, for tier 19 and so on, you have a second set of labs that you kind of need to do well. Skylar, what? No. Unlock workshop enhancement plus with stones. No. If you think about it, Skylar, like, where Greeny is at, he hasn't even completed the damage page. So it's really stupid if you implement something that needs that. You know. What would you get with it from a game design perspective? You unlock it with stones so that you can spend more coin to get more coin to upgrade stuff that you need to unlock with stones. It's not really needed. They probably should just allow players to max out the current stuff that they have, you know. Bigger tower. What I said sounds kind of familiar. That's mastery. Yeah, maybe. How would you feel if they added a siege boss? A mode dedicated to fending off an upgraded boss? You mean like boss ultimate? Hey Lelis, how are you? What new website are you talking about? The one where you spend money to purchase stones? Oh boy. So how many stones do you have right now, Lelis? $1,800. 1,800. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I know somebody here wants like at least 51 stones. Thinking of another ultimate weapon. Yeah, just get the ultimate weapon, Lelis. You need it anyway at some point. Just unlock it if you're not even going to be upgrading it. Not sure if it's the most efficient, but you know, I think before GT Plus and after GT Plus, the game changes so much that you don't. A bit of inefficiencies where you're at, Lelis, it's not going to matter within like a month of you getting GT Plus. CF inner landmine or smart missile. CF. Oh, thank goodness for that, Kristen. Yeah, Lelis, no, don't get smart missiles. I would get Chronofield because of that lab. Then just put the lab in there, max it out. Oh, and hello, Niken. How are you? Got your first 2 keys last tournament. Congratulations. Today's battle conditions seem a little bit better than last tournament. So hopefully you get another 2 keys this tournament. So I reckon it would be nice if the developers could have something like a damage plus lab. You know, the damage lab goes from 1 to 99, but then it's like damage tier 2 from 1 to 99 again. And make those labs really expensive, so those in the very early stages of the game can't get that, and it acts as like another damage multiplier. That way we can actually save up. Well, there is an avenue for players to lab stuff that is important to them, and we also need to focus on the economy to get our coins as high as possible to work on those labs. I better get my own creator code from the Tower web store, so you get something every month. Oh, that's a good idea actually, Nikin. How do I get a creator code? Oh shit. Thank you very much, Lelis. Hey, let's like that. It's pink. My favorite color. Contact support. Okay. So a few days ago, Crowbar Zero sent me a message on Discord, and he told me to hold off on the creator code stuff for a bit, but then 1 hour later he said never mind. And the reason he told me to hold off was to wait for an official announcement from the Tower developers. So I was under the impression that it's the creator codes are only available to you know, bigger names than myself. Hi J Plays, good morning. How are you? And I presume you're typing that from Discord. I would appreciate a better guardianship this upcoming guild season. What's wrong with Fetch at the moment, you flying? Oh yes, I need to pop demon mode. Okay. Hi Graham, good morning. How are you? That's the problem. Fetch is the only good chip. I see. I guess even if Fetch is the only good chip at the moment, it's not like we can max out our Fetch chip yet, so I personally don't mind. Hey, thank you very much, Jay Plays. What a busy man. 1 second. Where we at? Oh, 1980 waves. Okay. So far so good, hey guys. Haven't taken a hit just yet. If I remember correctly, the last tournament by wave 1900 I had taken a hit on my wall. Oh no, by wave 2000 I had taken a hit. So far I haven't taken a hit, so that's nice. It's nice. Oh no, Kristen, are you doing another infinite run? Why do you put yourself through that, man? Is your bracket very difficult? No, Skylar, I didn't bother with that automatic charge berserker. Maybe I should, but I want to work up the power tree first and get tier 2 unlocked to get more free upgrade percentage. This is a month of just econ for me. And Skylar, do you have your chronofuel range maxed? Because mine is at 15. And I'm not sure if I actually want to max out my chronofuel range. Thinking of unlocking workshop presets, directly jump back to the power tree. Workshop presets are nice, Skylar. It's quality of life. I just toggle on the correct farming setup or tournament setup in workshops and in cards, and then bam, just done. Flying, what are my speculations behind the Pentagon teaser from FUDs? Good question. I hope it is something that maybe negates some of like the or maybe buffs the enemies, maybe like a ultra tank kind of enemy. Maybe like a catapult enemy. It bypasses your wall, takes off your hits on your tower directly. I think that would be pretty cool. Like a protector. Well, similar to a protector, but protector just negates all the damage, right, from instant kill and everything. Maybe this one buffs the damage that they do, or yeah, I think if it buffs the damage that enemies do, it would reduce the reliance on EHP past a certain stage of progression, right? An enemy that can only be killed with Thorns to force EHP back into the meta. No, let's not get EHP back in the meta, Zevin. I'll say that it would be very a very poor choice of their game design from a revenue standpoint if the developers decide to go down that path, because all we really need then is just a couple of masteries, like what would we need? Health mastery, health regen mastery, second wind mastery, and EHP is viable again, and we don't really need to focus on damage anymore. Charger enemy, it will stop at your range line just like Raze and charge itself to boost itself directly to your tower, ignoring the effect of any CCs. Sounds interesting. Enemy that steals coins or maybe stones. Nicken, imagine if that enemy reduces your coin gain. That would be a painful one. That would be like top priority for anyone. That's brutal. Oh, and look at Kristen and Zevin again. I'm sorry, Kristen. I'm sorry. Did I not give you enough attention? Is that why you're trying to seek out some attention at the moment? There. Don't be sad. Get therapy. My therapist, ChatGPT, man. You think it's too late? Pentagon is a subscription-based pet in version 27. Oh man. Maxwell, no monetization. No monetization. Honestly, I think damage, health regen, if they had a tier 2 version of those labs that, you know, takes a long time to complete, or like lab speed tier 2 takes a long time to complete, takes a lot of coin to level up, I think those will be viable labs. I would personally not mind labbing those things in. And if they wanted to gate it behind a paywall where, like, you know, 750 stones to unlock that, maybe not 750, like 200 stones, 300 stones to unlock those labs, I think it's reasonable. So a bit like masteries, but just from labs perspective. If they rework EHP a bit, it could bring back EHP farming again. Potentially, Kristen, but if I'm a game developer and I don't earn from EHP farming, when people do EHP farming, it's not in my interest to bring back EHP farming. I know that if I were in FUT's position, and I know that by the time players get to Legends and so on, they would be relatively addicted to my game. I'm going to capitalize on that to the full extent, right? Maybe I would probably make stone packs cost a bit cheaper. but make it such that a lot of things require a lot of stones. And that way people would just spend on this game. Do that for like a year, promise a few updates, and then just say, bye guys, I'm going sailing on my yacht. And then go ahead and create another game that does the same thing again. You know, initially if I'm in this first game, I would be called Fuds. In the next game, I will be called Duds. Just use a new nickname for each of the game. Oh, hi Study Mage, welcome back. What's the most AFK friendly strategy blender? A new module which gives you 100% damage boost for each stone pack you bought this month. I don't know how useful that will be, Graham, given how little damage really does. Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens in tier 19. I really hope that they make use of all the amplifications that we have in our ultimate weapons and find a way to make it such that you need to synergize all your ultimate weapons together. You can't just rely on one or two ultimate weapons to do well in this game. I think that would be a fun thing to see. And that in itself is already a lot of monetization for the developers. But I would like to see, honestly, give players in Legends who enter Legends just 5 keys at a minimum. A new card that makes depths useful, and then a mastery on top of that. EHP is back. But yeah. So Kristen, like that seems like it would appease most of the earlier game players. But man, how much revenue would that bring, Tech 3 games? So, nice idea. Sounds good, doesn't work. I would think that they would do some sort of like a stat squish where tier 1 to tier 10 is basically where you can use like depths. And then past tier 10 you're expected to rely on other strategies. So the progression from tier 1 to tier 10 is a lot faster and so on, and heck, even tier 1 to tier 12, make it fast. And then that way players can experience the more later game content. Hi Ire, how are you? Can I please create a video for glass cannon farming? You search in YouTube and it showed only glass cannon for tournament runs. So Ire, if you search on the earlier content in my channel, I had this video where it's about the transition to glass cannon. I think that's probably what you might be looking for. If you're looking for how the farming run looks like, it's basically what happens in tournaments. It's the same thing. You just turn on everything and just send it. A stat squish, yeah, I think a stat squish would be really nice. 7. It's just like how, like what they do in World of Warcraft, right? Every couple of expansions, they squish the stats, and it just makes all the previous expansions a little bit irrelevant. And so that way, even if you don't rework depths, it's going to carry you all the way to tier 10 or something. Hi Bexo, how are you? Because developers have the revenue, but I think they want to have faster Champs and Legends players buy more items. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, so like, you know, what Kakita said, right? Depths has to be more useful than tier 1. But you probably want it to be useful all the way to like the mid game. If there's 21 tiers, then, you know, at least make it useful up to tier 11. So players just breeze all the way up to tier 11, and then they actually have to learn about new strategies and so on. Pulsar Harvester? What about Pulsar Harvester, Nikan? E-Ray. So some content creators use the damage slider on their farm runs, which confuses you. You mean just this number being low? So aside from the number being low, you know, it doesn't change anything. The farming strategy is exactly the same. I can give you an overview of what's happening. So essentially, when you are glass cannon, you just want to kill the enemies before they kill you. You need to manage your energy shield charges. So if you go to that video that I talked about, I talk about the importance of energy shield charges and its interaction with various things in the game. So once you have that settled, then the only thing that you can do to sort of delay when you're going to die is to just work on your damage and your controls, right? So the more CF plus you have, the longer it takes enemies to hit you. That means you have more time to damage them, and so you can survive a bit further. If you have poison swarm stuns, you stun enemies, so again takes longer for them to hit you. And clearly, if you have time to damage the enemy, then having more damage is also good, so you kind of want to work on your damage related stats. Now, the reason why some content creators would use damage slider on their farming runs is because in the earlier stages of the run, the damage that they have is very high, and it's going to kill the enemies too quickly. So you want, maybe like if you have extra orb mastery, you probably want your orbs to tag the enemies first before you kill them, and so that's why you reduce your damage. Hi Mike, good morning, how are you? And hey Bonzo, how are you? I heard you were doing a stream, how was it? What about making Defense Absolute more effective against Rays? Wouldn't that bring it back into play in the end game? How would that work, Graham? Because if Ray enemies are not able to kill your wall with Defense Absolute, then essentially EHP is a thing again, right? So then EHP is a bit too overpowered, and then nobody is going to spend stones on damage, because you can just basically tank the Ray enemies and any enemy. What's quite a movement? killing them too fast is not a good thing in farm runs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and on top of that, Christian, we also have like Plasma Cannon Mastery, right? Which deals a bit of, damage to the race, so we can kind of kill them. Do we really need more against race? Yeah, maybe a lab that increases the amount of damage we do on race. It would be nice, honestly. Even if it's just 5% more damage on race, that would be really nice. And maybe, smart missiles can be the one, right? If Chain Lightning deals with scatters and Poison Swarm deals with scatters and vampires, then make smart missiles the ultimate weapon that amplifies damage on race. And then suddenly getting 20 smart missiles is not a bad idea. My target priority is dependent on the tournament. So today's target priority is just range and closest. Because there's range ultimate, I just don't want to be hit by the range enemies. And closest just, between fast and bosses, whichever comes in, I just want to kill them. Make the wall invulnerable to race with depth cut, but other enemies would still break it. No, study. That is too powerful. That is way too powerful. Like, if you're doing EHP farming, study, I know at some point you get overwhelmed with race, and then that's when your wall breaks, so you think that that's a good idea. But no, the reason why Fortress Mastery is good is to soak up the hits from race more often later on in the farming runs. And if you make wall invulnerable to having depths, which is basically Fortress card, then there is no need for the Fortress Mastery. In fact, it's like an overpowered version of Fortress Mastery. Just spitballing an idea. I don't know. Let's see what they get. They give us. We could all be very disappointed, and I think regardless of whatever the developers do, even if it's not very bad, people are going to complain about the game design anyway. There's always going to be people that like certain things, people that don't like certain things. You can't please everybody. And anyway, even if it's a very bad patch, it's only going to be a few months. I would love to see someone animate a realistic adaptation on this game. 3D models of the enemies closing in on a spectacular source of destruction that is your tower. Or ultimate weapon projectiles. And yeah, that would be pretty cool, right? The way I visualize it, it's like there's an alien invasion. and you are this mage in the middle fighting them. How do I deal with basic ultimates. Oh, okay, Ray. So you just need to kill the enemies faster. So the way to deal with it is get more damage. Essentially, you will reach like some hard cap where, if you stay on for a bit more, it's going to happen very soon, in about 200-ish waves or so. You will notice that I'm no longer able to kill the enemies anymore, and then that's when I'm going to start taking hits and eventually die. Now, if there was basic ultimate in this tournament, even if there are a lot of bosses now, because I'm not having trouble killing the enemies just yet with this amount of health, it's not going to be too big of a problem for me just yet. And then eventually, if like the wave count gets very high and then like 5 bosses come in, I'm just going to lose all my energy shield charges, and then, the run ends. For the most part, those kinds of battle conditions, there's nothing much that we can do about it. We just need to get better. The battle conditions where things actually matter would be, I guess, like ultimate weapon duration, battle condition. We just need better chrono field. And another one would be armored battle condition, where we need chain lightning quantity and chance to tear through the enemy's armor. Where are your dimension cores? This is a bullshit game. Oh no, Lelis. Go on the website, Lelis. Spend like 100 USD. Get 3,000 gems. And test your luck. So, was it just me, or did that boss get stunned for a very long time? Look, my orbs managed to do 30% of its health. Very nice. Buying gems, hardcore addiction, worse than buying stones. That website is forbidden for the rest of the month. You gotta hold the crucifix on that website, Be gone, demon. My mods are weird. I have a legendary death penalty, Havoc Bringer, and Being Annihilator. Then I get one epic for each, right after each other. That is nice. It's maybe it's the seeded version. Oh, okay. I took a hit on my wall, so let's lower game speed to 4x now. 2300 waves. Now this brings me to about 20 trillion more damage than last tournament. I was at 200 and something trillion last tournament. So getting the enhancements up from 2.2 to 2.5 got me that extra 20 trillion. Hopefully that helps me survive a bit better. We shall see. Again, if nothing crits, then really it doesn't matter. And that boss came a bit too close for comfort as well. And yeah, so like maybe I should bring my ops in to let them hit the boss. But what I'm thinking is that based on last tournament, I was taking so much chip damage from range. It might be better to just have the ops at my op line, try to thin out the crowd as much as possible, so that it's easier to juggle the enemies, and that way I can just have more time to damage the bosses. Alright, all the best with your tournament you're flying, and thanks for joining the stream. Enjoy dinner. Oh, you just finished eating. Oh, I hope you enjoyed your dinner. With ops, can I get +2 substat and 2 from perks? Yes, you can. So right now, I think I have 8. No, where are my ops? 6 ops. So in the farming runs, I get 8 ops. Because of Thorns Resistance today, I think Champs is going to be a lot shorter in terms of the wave count. So I think study you can get up to 9 ops. So there's one in the vault that you can upgrade. Or you can unlock. But that you can't upgrade that one. So 9 ops at the moment. And ops do so much in your farming runs. They're really, really good. Almost at 2400 waves. How long has it been? 1 hour and 10 minutes. Oh, tournaments are taking a while, guys. Yeah, you did study. I mean, it's a cool strategy, but I don't know, maybe it might be useful in very specific setups, but you're going to be trading off so much just for all of those debuffs on the enemy. Maybe too much. Not enough damage on the enemies. Oh, and so a while back I was actually using Space Displacer for farming. Lately I've switched to Anti-Cube Portal. And the way that I went about doing it is to get an extra bend so that now my Poison Swamp radius is not too big. And that way I can use Poison Swamp Stun in my farming runs. And ACP has been really good. It's been helping me take off the protectors so much quicker. Hey D-Bell, how are you? Good morning. Thank you very much. I hope I do better in this tournament than in the previous few tournaments, honestly. And whatever I do, don't auto-roll for plus ops at legendary or less, because we don't get them, Mike. Is that why? Recently, Spartan did a tier 16 run with negative mass projector and it did quite a bit. Oh yeah, study. Negative mass projector is pretty nice. You get 50% extra slow on the enemies. I think in milestone runs, it would be really good. Your orbs are just going to be that much more powerful. I think with infinite strategy currently, you might want to use negative mass projector. Especially if your chronophil is not as developed as like those in the end game. So that way at least you can kill your bosses with your orbs, you know. Oh, we took a hit again. Okay, so now it's time to lower to 3x. Any theories on what the new enemy will do in version 27? Or we were just talking about it, Eve. No idea. At the end of the day, can be anything. I'm hoping it's something that forces, like buffs the damage that enemies do. So like, you know how protectors, they prevent you from dealing damage to enemies? Maybe this new this new elite is going to increase the amount of damage that enemies deal to you. And that kind of negates some of the power of EHP. Yeah, and I'm saying that solely because I'm not using EHP, so it's not going to be an enemy I care about. Or maybe it buffs their attack speed or something, right? Then in which case it's also dangerous. Switch from NMP to EHP to ACP. Yeah. Well, at your stage of progression study, just use whatever is best. Stat boost. Stat boost is always nice. Circle enemies bouncing out of your screen, ignoring crowd controls. Oh, that is like Protector Ultimate on steroids. I'm an enemy from the get-go, or reduces damage taken. When is V27 coming? Your guess is as good as mine, Ladis. The developers don't say anything about this kind of things. A low damage enemy that has very high dodge chance, so it gets around glass cannon often and requires some EHP. Hybrid should be king. Yeah, that's a good idea, Mike. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if hybrid came back, to be honest. You know, it's not very difficult to transition back to hybrid. I just need like 1 month of stones in tournaments, and I'll be ready to make the transition to hybrid. Because like right now, I think I probably should lower my game speed before I do stupid stuff like this. So right now, if you look at my labs, damage is almost done, attack speed is almost done, damage per meter and range mastery, that will be for Spotlight Plus next month. And then Swamp, when it's done, when this lab is done, I'll probably put in the Swamp Ren lab. I will probably put in the Poison Swamp Stun lab in place of damage, and might as well just stab brush this, you know. So it's just at the final level now. In 2 days, I would be able to complete my Poison Swamp stun labs. And then these two labs, they are like very early game labs, but they're going to be almost done. And when that is done and my swamp labs are done, really I can make the transition back to hybrid without much cost. Well, that's an interesting one, Mike. The enemy that soaks up the bounce shots that you mentioned before, that is also quite interesting. Yeah, the blob that absorbs bullets. Or maybe that enemy is an elite, that when it comes in, it makes every enemy on screen become ultimate until it is dead. That would be a nice one. In that case, you probably need a very high attack speed to you know, knock back the enemies and whatnot. So imagine if that enemy comes in, and until it dies, every enemy is going to be moving into your tower so fast because of fast ultimate. Bosses are going to have so much more health. Rays are going to shoot you twice, and so on. That would be a very painful enemy. That would kill us so fast, hey? Yeah. So that's why we need to kill them faster, you know. Just tear through all of the enemies with your orbs. So that when that enemy comes on screen, you don't actually have that many enemies to worry about. And then you kill that elite, and then everything turns back to normal again, and then, you know, back to normal. Yeah, so when it shows up, it's out of your attack range. So you kind of have to kill all the enemies on screen very quickly until you get rid of that enemy, and then back to normal again. Oh, and I finally saw my Thunderbolt actually stun enemies. That was cool. My Thunderbolt is getting a bit bigger now. Actually, hang on. Can I get an upgrade into my Thunderbolt? Aha, yes, I can. Okay. It will be an instant killer, Skylar, you think? I don't think it will be an instant killer, honestly. It might be very dangerous, but if we are in a program where, or in a run where, you know, it's not towards the late game, I think it's very manageable. It will just reduce the wave count by a lot. Gives them resistance to ultimate weapons. Huh. You mean like what, less chrono feel slow or something? Oh, my labs are done. 3 million, which means I can only get one 6x lab. Let's 6x this guy. I want it done ASAP. X, maybe 5x health, redirects damage to it instead of your priority setting. Oh, that'll be nice. Yeah. So it's just like a regular enemy then, instead of yeah, you know what, Mike, actually based on that, like if they made tank enemies do that instead of just having more health, I think that would be a cool thing. You know, the damage that you do on any other enemies go on to tank enemies. And then make like tank enemies have like 20x health or something, you know. Because they would be taking a lot of damage. Check out how nice this is, right? Like the protectors or the enemies just go out of my poison swamp and then they get stunned again, and when they come in, and then they get pushed out by shockwave again. It's so nice to watch. And with that said, I think I need to actually increase my range to, say, 95 meters now. .95 meters range, and let me readjust my orbs. Something like that, yeah. Since like the bosses are coming quite close to my tower, so. And with 95 meters, I think this pushes, my shockwave pushes enemies right to the edge of my chrono field. Knockback, stun, and slow no effect. Constant speed through runs. Insta breaks wall. Some kind of stealth or phasing enemy maybe that can penetrate wall. Yeah, Mike, that would be a cool one. That was initially what I was thinking about as well. Like if we had, say, Death Defy. It's happening, guys. So wave 2500, not able to kill the enemies anymore. So it doesn't really matter what happens from here. It's just number of Death Defies, number of ultimate weapon crits, and so on. If that enemy was some sort of like a catapult, it bypasses your wall. That would be interesting. It would certainly make what is that? Sharp Fortitude a lot weaker. Let's check out the damage on that boss. Lots of chain lightning damage. My poor smart missiles 2.4%. Projectiles 0.2%. Mike, what do you mean by that? Allow the smart missiles to phase. That sounds cool. Maxwell, you can hear my AC unit? I don't have an AC unit, but I think there is construction outside of my place. So maybe what you're hearing is like the whirring sound of the machinery. Oh, I took a hit to my energy shield, so 2x speed. Lelis, what you spending 3,000 stones for the last ultimate weapon unlock is not good enough for you. Maybe if they reworked smart missiles, I think it would be nice. Hi Matt, how are you? Is Mythic being Annihilator better than Legendary Astral Deliverance? At that stage, Matt, I think both cannons probably wouldn't do very much. Just use whichever gives you higher damage. I presume when you are at Mythic or Legendary, most people would be using EHP farming. The cannon module really doesn't matter too much. See you, study. New ultimate weapon to unlock ultimate weapon double plus. Ugh. No, you're still working on smart missiles. Yeah, smart missiles are, it has like sentimental value to a lot of people, I feel. They should try to make keys a little bit easier. Guys, you know what we should do? We should all band together, and then everyone brings a little bit of a skill set, and we create a game like this, right? But a bit faster paced, okay? And we just monetize the shit out of it. Right? Why play the tower when you can just sit on your yacht, you know? Yeah, we make a game where it's really easy to get to legends, you know. You can get there in a day. We don't cap your spending on this game. You can just max stuff out, max out your credit card, take a mortgage on your home, take a second mortgage on your home, buy more stones, right? Make it as unethical as possible. You're in, right, Danilo? I think that's so much better. Then whatever we want, you know, players want you. If you want keys in Legends, no worries. Let's give you keys in Legends. Take it. Take 5 keys just for being in Legends. But we're going to make the game so competitive in terms of spending that you need to spend like thousands and thousands of dollars to just get into Legends anyway. So we're not gating anything. We're just making it really pay to win. And I bet people will play that game. It's like competition on who can spend the most amount of money. Yeah, like Clash Royale. That's what I heard. Let's call it werewolf or something, right? The werewolf idol village hunter or something, or idol village destroyer, right? So these are all the, you know, all of these things, the squares, they are trying to kill your werewolf, right? And your werewolf's job is to just kill all of them. Or you know, idol vampire idol bloodsucker, something like that, right? Exactly the same features and all. And then with all of that money that we get, affording like stone packs in this game is no longer an issue. And all of us will be in Legends and have all the keys that we want. Oh, did I complete the mission? Let's do it after this boss. Oh well, I've got demon mode, I don't have to worry. Okay. Oh, so close, so close. Maybe after this I should do the tier 16, no, tier 14 farming to wave 60, and then I can get the 5% coin bonus. That would be nice. Tower Clash in a Flash, the high-speed game of power. Yeah. And the quote of the game is, how much can you spend? You know how Fud's advertisement was like, how great can you make your tower? It's like, how much can you spend? We don't even hide the fact that it's pay to win. So people know that if you want to play this game, it's a competition on who can spend the most money. What's in your wallet, bro? It's really all in the tower. Danilo, don't worry. When we create our game, Danilo, staying in Legends is not an issue anymore. No. So, what do we need? We need someone to develop the game. Any volunteers? Oh boy, Lelis, you went to the dark side. Now you're trying to pull everyone to the dark side. I bet you're feeling guilty for spending on the website. That's why you want to drag people down. Mike, let's do it. How many people are here? 23 people, right? Split, you know what? How many developers does the tower have? 4? We can make the game 5 times more pay to win if we all put our minds together. Seeing what I'm doing. Yeah, we got to turn a profit, to fund this stone pack addiction. I think they should add in another lab slot. 5 is not enough. Lelis, it's because you are spending on this game. If you're not spending on this game and you just take the game slow, and you're not trying to compete, it's a very, very slow burn game, you know. In fact, I think from many years ago when I first downloaded this game, Fats was saying something like he wants to create this game in the way that he wants it to be played. So it was really slow paced and it's really incremental and stuff. And over the years, I think he has sort of moved away from that initial agenda of his. It's more about just like, well, I know people are spending on my game, so how much more can I squeeze out of them? And it's understandable. Like you need to obviously make this like your revenue generator. But then it loses a bit of flavor. Right nowadays, it takes people like 2 months to get GT Plus. Back then you actually had to play the game for years before GT Plus was introduced. Hi Casey, how are you? Don't worry, we were just talking about how we could create an alternate version of the tower. My suggestion was the werewolf idle village killer, and just make it extremely pay to win. So it becomes like a pissing contest between players on how much they dare to spend on this game. And then we take all that money from that game and we spend it on stone packs on this game, and we pocket the remainder. Oh guys, look, we are already at 2605 waves. It's better than last tournament. Okay, a Death Defy proc. I was just not able to kill the boss back then, so let's 1x this. Okay, and we pop the boss off. Yeah, they're not as predatory as they could be. So that's why we have to be extremely predatory in this game that we are going to make, Casey. And that way we can play this game for free. You know. Just be like the apex predator of monetization in terms of what's available on the App Store. Is it better to turn off Black Hole for today's battle conditions? Nathan, the reason why I'm turning off Black Hole is because if the range enemies are not affected by ultimate, then they get pulled into my Black Hole and they get somewhere in my range line when Black Hole ends, and that allows them to shoot me. So I'm not sure whether or not it would be better for you, but where I'm at, I kind of have to turn off my Black Hole. Hey Maxwell, yeah, we have better enemy shapes, and you know what? We're going to make sure that the wall that we have is not going to let enemies through. Seems like permanent black hole would solve that. There's a side for it. So there's no permanent black hole today, Casey. There's ultimate weapon battle condition. Gonna try turning that off on my first run later. Yeah, good luck with that, Nikan. What wave count are you expecting? So I'm already doing better than in the previous tournament. But let's see how I'm doing in terms of the overall ranking. Okay, so Talaja is slightly below me, I think. From what I saw, Ray and White Shadow are also slightly under me. Currently they are at the 2200, 2500 region. Let's see how we go, how we end up. I really hope I can get first place this tournament. Given how bad the last tournament is, I kind of need the keys. But right now, I need to use the washroom. Be right back, guys. Right, I'm back. Oh, we just got another Death Defy. Very nice. Casey, I still haven't applied for a creator code. I think I'm supposed to contact them to get a creator code. Or maybe they're supposed to let me know if I can get a creator code. I'm not sure how it works. Do you have any idea? And by the way, what is the creator code for? I heard something about it, but I didn't read. Get a code, contact them. Just say I'm Ryan, give me a code. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll go grab a code. I get 5% of what people spend on the website if they put in my code. Huh. Is that so? Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to make sure that all of you are pay to win from now on. Once I get the code, start saving up money. Oh, Baxel, yeah, I used to play Summoner's War as well. I think I got to G1. You're gonna make me rich? That's the way. That's the way. Oh, passive income. Nah, but I think like the amount of people that would use my code would be very small, you know. Most people would, I guess, use Spartan's code. Spartan has like the biggest Discord server and all. Danilo, you saw my eyes shine from here. You guys have no idea, man. Being a grad school student is tough, you know. Yeah, 5% of something is better than 5% of nothing. I completely agree, Casey. So, to me, like, I didn't expect that this YouTube channel would eventually hit monetization. My main goal was like just to practice talking and stuff. But yeah, it's been a really enjoyable experience. And for those of you who have not considered like creating your own YouTube channel and stuff, or if you're on the fence about doing it, I would say go for it, man. It's honestly one of the most enjoyable experiences in this year for me. Yeah. Yeah, right, Mike. It's not very long ago where I just made my first video, and the other day I was doing like some reflections on how it's been since I transitioned to Glass Cannon. And so I had to listen to some of the earlier videos for what I said back then. And it sounds so different to what I'm doing nowadays. What? My voice makes... What? What are you talking about, Nikan? I mean, there are certainly qualities about me, but having a nice voice is not one of them. Chris has subs and he doesn't even post content. Yeah. I should make a giveaway in today's stream, Lelis. How do I make a giveaway? And my experiments are what caused you to subscribe. I was very analytical. What experiments did I do? Oh, you mean the tournament playtesting stuff, Mike? Yeah, that was a fun bit of testing for me as well, because it was just me figuring out the game and figuring out what strategies I could use and how far they could get me and the pros and cons of each strategy. But it's very I guess individual dependent. So you can't really take what I did there and expect that it would apply to you 100%. But at least it gives people an overview of what they could expect at that particular stage of progression. 5 stone packs, don't be cheap. I can't afford 5 stone packs right now, Lelis. So I think I got someone a stone pack earlier this month as well. But that was I promised that stone pack last month, so that's where my money went. Now I'm eating grass. I don't even have money to go to the supermarket and buy groceries, Lelis. I have to eat the grass out on the road. Back then when you played Summoner's War, developers were insane about milking from black or light cards. Yep. In effect, I was demonstrating a methodology of tower experimentation. Oh, you mean like A/B testing? Yeah, well, it's always useful to just control one variable. Yeah. Usually I had to buy them, and whale players were super enthusiastic about spending. So if I'm not wrong, so Summoner's War is still a very high spending game at the moment. And these days, like you if I'm not wrong, if you get duplicate net 5 monsters, you kind of have to spend... Oh, Deathify. You kind of have to destroy them to get some currency which you can use to get more Light and Dark Scrolls. And even now, till today, the Light and Dark Scrolls are still 3 to 5 stars. They don't have like those legendary Light and Dark Scrolls. They have all attribute scrolls, but not Light and Dark. But yeah, once they introduced those like real-time arena stuff, it became hyper competitive in that game. Do you still play that game, Vexel? So, and I used to spend quite a fair bit on Summoner's War back when I was playing it, just for buying gems to do the refills. But I would say that the amount of spending in that game is nowhere near as intense as the amount of spending in this game. Because you can actually make very decent progress as a free-to-play player in Summoner's War. Although there's a lot more RNG aspect to it, but the number of events that they have to nowadays bring you up very fast is actually good enough. But at least for this game, they don't have, stones do not come that easily. They need to make it more accessible in order to attract like a larger player base. And I would say make the stones, or reduce the stone cost of like unlocking ultimate weapons. That in itself is going to be good enough. You can keep ultimate weapon cost stones like about the same, or backload it, make like GT14 cost like 5,000 stones instead of 4150, but then take that 850 stones and make the last ultimate weapon like 2,000-ish stones. So the net amount of stones that players use is still the same, but they get to GT Plus a lot faster. If I'm a free-to-play player, I think that last two ultimate weapons, that's like the worst feeling ever. The unlock cost of ultimate weapons goes up too fast. Yeah, I agree. Next month, when I unlock Spotlight Plus, it's 950 for the base unlock. But oh wait, check it out, guys. Wave 2,700 from that extra 10% damage. between last tournament and this tournament, I got about 1.7 Q of lifetime coin, I think. And that has certainly helped with just having more for enhancements and so on. Yeah, Mike. So actually, I was thinking of doing another run after this, where so my ELS percentage is at 1.38 currently. I had the ability to make it 1.39, but that would result in me having only 1 Q of coin for my attack and defense enhancements. However, so I wanted to do that A/B testing, but it's taking a bit long for this tournament, and I actually have to get on with my day, so I'll probably not do that. But I'm thinking that if I'm able to get, say, like 30 to 40% more damage over here, it's probably worth more than 0.5% of health level skill in terms of the longevity of the run. Although there's so many different factors to consider, right? Like just whether ultimate weapons crit and so on. Like in this case, nothing critted. Maybe Poison Swarm crit a little bit. Chain Lightning crit a little bit. Mostly it was orbs. Had a lucky stun on the boss, maybe. And Lelis, yeah, the boss health is quite high now. It's like 100D. I think if we drag it out to like the 2800 region, it's going to be like double A boss health. So let's see if we can get there. Maybe I'll take the orbs in by 1 notch. Right at my range line. Hopefully that will give me a lot more hits on the boss with my orbs. And I just noticed something about the visual. Do you guys notice that when Chain Lightning bounces on the ranged enemies, it looks yellow, and on the other enemies, it looks white? Is that a thing? Range ultimate does elite equivalent, so yellow. Oh, so when chain lightning bounces off an elite enemy, it is visually yellow in color, but if it bounces off a normal enemy, it is white in color. Huh, I never knew that that was a thing. That's really cool. Was that a crit? Did I crit right at the end? Oh, look at that, my smart missiles doing its job. I guess I'm at the point where I might have to lower the game speed to 1 whenever a boss wave comes. So this is a boss, let's put it at 1x speed. I doubt it will make any difference. But I do need my ultimate weapons to crit on it. Okay, that's 1 hit. Thorns Resistance is a problem today. Oh, that was a lucky death defy. The next boss wave is coming in soon. Alright, there is a... What is that? Death Defy. So I've got a lot more damage. I can probably keep it at 2x game speed for a bit. Mike says I need a 6 inner landmine to stun it. Yeah, maybe. But then again, you know, at 1x speed, sometimes the mines just don't stun the boss. 1.5x, 1x, there's so many times where the boss just doesn't get stunned. We will see it at least once when that happens. But you know what, Mike? Just for you, I'm not going to upgrade my inner landmine. It's I don't know why I find it really fun to annoy people like this. If I know that's what you want, I try my best not to do it. You put my creator code if I get the 6 inner landmine. Alright, let me first apply for the code, Mike, and then I'll think about it. So I'm curious, if the developers gave us 1 free ultimate weapon respec, would you guys do anything differently about your tower? Let's just blast all the smart missiles out. Oh, that was a nice crit. Whatever that thing crit was. I think it was a chain lightning crit. And I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I'm really, really unlucky when it comes to ultimate weapon crits. If there's some spiritual significance to having 5 instead of 6, by all means stick with 5. No, there is no significance. It's just that I can't afford 250 stones at the moment, Mike. And that 250 stones, it doesn't give me very much value, you know. Maybe I might have stunned the boss a little bit more, but if I wasn't killing the boss, I'm not killing it anyway. Jared, it's weird seeing the Windows mouse cursor on a Mac. This is the Mac mouse cursor. What are you talking about? So maybe 2 years ago, after getting ILM and Smart Missiles, then going to Reddit after that. Okay. Yeah, so for me, I think if ultimate respecs were a thing, there's a couple of things I would like to change. Firstly, I'm going to remove my Death Wave damage. I'm going to remove my Smart Missile damage. So I'm basically going to gimp my Smart Missiles, gimp my Death Wave damage to 2x. Inner Landmine damage, I'm going to get it to 2x as well. 0 quantity. And I'm just going to dump everything into like econ related stuff. Or maybe get the 2 levels of Chronofield from that, CF plus from that. Maybe max out my black hole size. My black hole is at 62 meters. I think that would be a lot of efficiency gain. I use the inverse cursor so it changes colors. Oh, that's interesting. Big green and black cursor. If I put my mouse on the YouTube chat, you guys can't see it actually. You can only see my mouse scrolling up and down on the thing. But on the tower, you can kind of see the mouse. Oh, there was a boss. I should have lowered the game speed. It's a bit late now. But it's fine. Let's kill it. Let's kill it. Oh, did we kill it? Yeah, there was no thorns. Oh, Smart Missiles. Okay, just because of that, if we ever get ultimate weapon respec, I'm not gimping my Smart Missiles. I'm sorry I said that I was going to gimp my Smart Missiles. Jared, I do not have a creator code just yet. I have to check with Spartan how he got his, and then when I get one, I will let you guys know about it. Yeah, I almost hurt my smart missile's feelings. Oh. They you know, it's like you call it out, like my smart missiles, they were trash, right? So I call it out, and I'm saying like I'm going to gimp you if you don't start performing, and then it's like, oh, I better crit harder, you know. Yeah, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Hang on, did something just take off my energy shield charge? I don't even know. Did I just lose all my energy shield charges? I thought I was at 2. Or was I mistaken? Did like a ranged enemy hit me or something? I guess that's what might have happened. Oh, and this is a boss wave, so time to lower game speed. Oh, and guys, a while back when I was at 2800 waves, the boss's health was at double A. So since then, I had gotten a lot more level skip percent, and you can see that that earlier boss was only at 400D HP. So the level skips, they make so much difference. And the difference that the level skip makes, it's more than... Hang on, I got hit again, so I've got Death-defy. Well, anyway, the level skips make up for so much more than what damage can. So gotta pump up the ELS. So I think the previous boss was like, what, 484D? We'll see what the new boss's health is. Oh, I guess, no. It was not 484. Well, it's 436.4 now. We'll see what's the next one. And oh, check it out. The orbs, 38% of the boss's health. $436, okay. Let's up the game speed. So this is another boss wave. And look at this, 444D. just jumps up by so much. Oh, but this is a nice stun again. Oh, and that was a nice poison swarms. Crit. Nice. Okay, so this is bad because this boss is just going to take off my second wind now. And the reason why this boss took out my second wind was because it just entered where Protector was and couldn't get stunned by the poison swamp, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was just the poison swamp wasn't stunning. The stun chance was not proccing that particular one. $3,000 waves, Lelis. No, I'm not at 3,000 waves yet. If I'm very lucky with Death Defies, maybe I get to about 2.9. But I just don't have enough damage. Okay, wave skip, come on. Oh no. Okay, so now we gotta pray for a DP, right? I'm using death penalty, but I don't get any procs of DP. This boss again got pummeled by my orbs. 40% of the boss's health with orbs. So nice. The danger right now is this entire bunch of ranged enemies. If one of them takes a hit on me, that's it. Alright, that was a death penalty strike on this boss. Even with Orb Resistance, orbs are still so good, hey? Oh, boss, okay. Right, so right now we just need to pray for ultimate weapon crits. Didn't happen, this is it. The boss didn't get stunned by my inner landmines as well. Oh, and thankfully there was a death defy. Damn it, the game doesn't want me to die. 9 death defies already. Okay, so this is a good run. Hey Dr. Trash Rack, how are you? How was your trip to Vegas? $4x wave skip, alright. Do we get another wave skip here? No wave skip, so hopefully we get death penalty. Alright, it's quite a nice stun. I think the orbs are... They're not touching the boss. Okay. Well, that's not good. That's alright. We had a few nice crits. Chain Lightning and Swarm crit. Let's go back up to 2x. Oh, and Mike, you know, given that you have been a subscriber for a while, back when I was doing the tournament playtesting stuff, it's I was struggling to even get to 1800 waves, and since then it's only been a couple of months since that series ended, and it's already at 2.8k waves now. It's really nice to see the progress. Looking back. Dr. Crashback, yes, there's no sound. I didn't put any music in. So a while back I used some no copyright music, and then I got flagged with copyright strikes. So I'm just like, yeah, I can't be bothered to add in background music for now. Oh, very nice. Let's just up the game speed for this. With some luck, we might actually make it to 2900, hey? Unlikely, but maybe. Come on, give me like a 9x wave skip or something. Wave skip mastery. Okay, demon mode's almost ending. Let's go back down to 2x. 1x for the boss wave. And this is not very good. The boss is not dying. So we need to crit. We need to crit a lot on this guy. Okay. Do we death-defy? Yes, we death-defy. Can we kill it before the next hit? Oh, that was nice. That was nice. We death-defied. Again, once again, luck sacking our way. That was so close. Yeah, that's what happens, Danilo, when there's no when there's no ultimate weapon crits. You just don't do anything to the boss. Moloch, 2.8k waves. Yeah. Oh, that was nice. We got a wave skip. Come on, 3000. No, 2.9k. Oh, okay, this is a boss wave. But we have Berserker Mastery active at the moment, so it's a good thing that there's a boss now. We should be able to take it off. Yep, there we go. 3 more bosses, yep. Let's see. DP 1 of these bosses. Wave skip 2 of the bosses. I think we are in a good shape. Yes, Maxwell, I have Berserker Mastery, hence my damage is at 14Q at the moment. Oh, this is very nerve-wracking, hey? Oh, there we go. One wave skip. Nine more waves, guys. Oh yeah, Maxwell, whenever you get a Death Defy, and the damage increases, you can actually have a chance at killing the boss. Especially with battle conditions like today. There's Thorns Resistance. So if I Death Defied the boss without the Berserker Mastery, it doesn't do anything. The boss is just going to stay there and kill me. But because I have Berserker Mastery, I had a chance to take it down after. Alright, this is a boss wave. Oh, that was death penalty. Very nice. So we are at 2900 waves. And you called it, Danilo. Oh, this is 2900. Okay. Come on. Oh, look at that. It's almost at double AHP. Right, this is a nice stun. It's a very nice stun with Amplify bot on it as well. Right, 97D more HP. Just die, come on. What is this? The boss is not dying, guys. Oh, and we got another Death Defy. What rubbish was that? Look at that. Nothing crit at all, guys. We had such nice orb damage, but nothing crit on that boss. 6% chance my ass, man. Death Defy is certainly the MVP today, Nadino. How many is that? 11. Right, Energy Shield Charge is coming back up. Boss Wave again. Let's lower the game speed. Man, I can't believe that was so rubbish. Like, how did the boss not even take a single ultimate weapon crit? Well, I'm not complaining. I'm this is a new high score for me, guys. Maybe we will actually get to see bosses with double AHP today. And that's when I know I'm dead. Like, there's no way I can kill the bosses then. So maybe there we go. One double A. The last time this happened, it was in wave 2800-ish. Because of my level skips, now it's at 2900. So level skips are important. boss wave again. Okay, this was not a very good stun. And this is probably it, I think. Unless, well, we maybe Death Defy. Okay, that's nice. We had a Thunderbolt stun with the Amplify bot. Doesn't do anything as well. Okay, that would take off my energy shield. And probably this is it. There we go. 29-18 waves. Very nice. At least I got killed by boss this time round. I think using the 1.4 on attack speed really helped this tournament. Instead of 1.35, I was able to... I think I didn't take any... Maybe at most one hit from a ranged enemy. Thorn damage, irrelevant. Projectile damage, irrelevant. Orb damage was still the best. Still beat everything else, even though there's Orb Resistance. And man, it's nice to see double A damage. Very nice. Very nice. So these are the stats. I'll just scroll through it quickly. And I think this puts us in a very safe... Puts us in a very safe position. Talaja's wave count has gone up. Ray and White Shadow has stayed constant. So let's just double check Talaja's ranking in the previous tournament. So it says that Talaja got 2400 waves last tournament. But now they are at 2666. Is this the same person? Yeah. So this Talaja guy got quite a bit lower wave count than I did last tournament. I don't think they would beat me in this tournament. They're probably around the point where it's their run is about to end. So let's just double check at the bottom that there's no player that's too dangerous. And yeah, it does look like this would be a first place finish, which I'm so glad that it's happened. Man, look at that. 4th, 5th, 4th, 1st, 5th. Terrible rankings lately. But at least the tournament is done. Can get about with my day. So there's a few things that I need to do. Firstly, I need to just respec this so that I have enough coins to max this guy back up and transfer it to my... What's my farming module? Oh, Black Hole Digester, yes. And Multiverse Nexus. This thing here. Glass Cannon. Farming setup. Need to toggle down my range. And shockwave size. And enter a run, toggle on black hole, set up the game speed, switch the target priority. So in Spotlight, tank basic, closest boss, elites, fast range protector. Yeah, all right. Then let me just check if everything is done. So this is complete, right? Yeah, everything here is done. This is all correct as well. I can't level this up yet. My labs are set up. And I think, oh, I do want to do a little bit of a respec. Maybe take out some levels into free upgrades and put it into coin bonus. Actually, you know what? I really can't be bothered with it. Let's just leave it like this. So this is my farming setup currently. I've been pumping up coins into free upgrades and coin bonus. I think I want to go box free upgrades and maybe get coins to about where it's costing like 1Q an upgrade before I alternate between level skips and coin bonus maybe. And then I'll get myself to about 1.7. So that way I can hopefully afford 2 6x labs every day. Level skips is currently at 520. Well, I don't think I really need the extra levels just yet. And that is my tournament. And that's my farming setup, sorry. So I can't remember who it was earlier, but someone was wanting to see how its glass cannon farming is like. Well, it's really straightforward. Essentially, there's a boss right now. Die boss. Right. So essentially, I just set my orbs at minimum range. I run minimum range. And the start of my run, if I'm in front of my computer, I would level up my level skips. If not, I just let it level up naturally. Once that is done, once the level skips have been fully leveled, the run is pretty much AFK. If I wanted to optimize a little bit, what I would do is I would toggle off my Poison Swarm stun once Intro Sprint Mastery ends, and reduce my damage a bit further, so that way I can tag more enemies with my orbs before they die. But you know, it's a lot of effort for very little coin gain. A little bit more coin, I guess. But other than that, it's basically this. If I'm in front of my computer, I would later on get nuke, and 150 waves later get demon mode. If I'm not around, I just let it go, and eventually they just activate on their own. And that is it. Alright, so I hope everyone enjoyed the stream today. I think it's a good time to wrap up the stream for today. And good luck with all your tournaments, and thank you all for joining. And I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Bye.